7-round mock draft. That's going to be none other than D-Kit's New York Giants, and it's
D-Kid
time
away.
to sabotage. It's time to sabotage, bro.
Let's just skip them, man. Let's just end the live. We don't gotta do that.
I think it's unique for us, right? It's unique for us because we are higher than the consensus, significantly higher than the consensus on Michael Penix Jr. It really depends on what happens at the very top here, but I'm not necessarily keen on trading up in this particular instance.
Yeah, neither am I. The only guy I probably would trade up for is Caleb Williams. For Drake Maye and Jaden Daniels, I wouldn't trade up for him because, like you said, Michael Penix is a guy that we love, and I have a higher grade on Michael Penix than Jaden Daniels, and Drake Maye's. He has his concerns as well. I think he did improve last season, but I still think there's an issue that guy that's not blocked, being able to slide up in the
Oh
pocket
yeah,
and
for
throw the
sure.
ball downfield, especially in those smaller windows. That's the thing with Drake Maye, but I'm a Michael Penix guy, man. So the Caleb Williams would be the only guy for me that I would trade up for.
I'm either waiting for Daniels to fall to me, and if all the quarterbacks are taken, then we trade down and we go get Penix, bro. That's where I'm at with it. Don't
All
I
right.
like it.
press. Don't press.
All right.
Unless Caleb Williams is one pick away, and you
Sure.
trade up to grab him in that scenario. Outside of that, nah.
Sure. Sure. If we get to Arizona and Caleb
Right.
Williams is still on the board or something like
Yeah.
that. So okay.
Yep.
All right, let's get it started. I'm gonna go real slow with it. Real slow.
Yeah, I gotta get close.
Caleb at the top.
Okay,
There you go.
then I'm fine staying pat.
Ooh. Marvin
Marvin
Harrison
Harris.
went second overall. Here we go.
Ain't mad at it.
Drake Maye,
So we getting Jaden Daniels. Huh?
Neighbors,
Yep.
Joe Alt. So
There it
here's the
is.
question. Here's the question. Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, trade down. What do you do?
We trading with the
Man,
Falcons.
Yeah, that's who I would trade with. I would trade with the Falcons.
So you trade with the Falcons and then you turn
so
around.
Sam Howell.
Chill.
it's tough, man. Like I said, I'm a Penix guy, but we can't underestimate Jaden Daniels as well. He's a
Can't.
guy that we were on from last season. We were like, he should be one of the favorites for Heisman. We said that from last year before the season started. And he eventually won the Heisman, man. I think he's improved a lot as a passer this last season. Deep down the field, all three levels of the field, man. Intermediate, short, and the long game, man. I think his pass percentage was amazing after 20 yards with Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, and those guys. He was hitting them guys consistently, and what he could do with his legs. That's him and Caleb Williams. I think those are the two top dual threat quarterbacks in this draft. So that's what Michael Penix can't do. The things that Jaden Daniels can do with his legs, escape the pocket, run the football. You got an offensive line like the New York Giants. I know we're going to improve it in this draft, but we want a guy that maybe can escape. So I'm not mad at staying pat and selecting Jaden Daniels for this football team, even though I'm a Michael Penix guy.
You mentioned Jaden Daniels being able to escape, and he absolutely can. He's got another gear, but despite his mobility, he doesn't navigate the pocket great, right? I actually think Penix does a better job of moving and sliding in the pocket, right? Where Penix probably isn't going to get out on the edge and really do a whole lot of damage, right? Like a Daniels can. Daniels could take the game over with his legs, right? I think just in terms of navigating the pocket, I actually give Penix the edge there. So Penix is not a lemon. I want to make that clear. It's just not his style of play. It's just not his style of play. You know what I'm saying? Penix is not a bad athlete, but considering the injuries, whatever the case, that's just not how he plays. He's always been a pocket passer. So, unless you are bullish on Jaden Daniels here, I think the trade down makes sense. Heather, you've mentioned it. Penix is your guy as QB3, right? I have kind of seesawed a little bit back and forth, but I think in New York in particular, I actually like Penix. I like Penix, that laser cutting through that cold weather in New York. That's how I feel about it. But I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be mad at the Daniels pick. So Drew, where do you come out on this?
Yeah, this is tough because we've been talking about Penix being our number 3, and don't necessarily want to come off of that. But I'm a little bit more excited for Jaden Daniels than I am Penix. I got Penix rated higher. That's number 3. But there's an excitement that you don't get with Penix, that you will get with Daniels. So this is tough, man.
Let's see what a trade.
See what it look like.
Yeah,
the Vikings trying to move up.
And and we don't want
Atlanta
the worst case scenario. We don't want the worst case scenario where we trade down and don't get Michael Penix.
The Falcons seem content where they're at. They seem content where they're at. So I think that actually makes the decision as to whether or not we make this pick, makes it for us.
We getting Penix, man.
Let's trade down to 11 and see what happens. Now, if we lose both of these guys, bro, I'm out, bro.
Yeah, we're shutting the live off. Yeah, I'm logging off too. It's gonna be you alone, just.
Boy, it's gonna abandon shit, man. Oh, I can't get a 1 next year? You tripping.
No, sir.
You tripping, Vikings.
No, you can get a 1 next year. We just forced the trade,
we started
doing a Chris Robbins. We're doing a Chris Robbins out there.
Yo.
He did a Rick James, man. He did Rick James. He was like, man, hey, I ain't what I look like resetting the cap penalties. Yeah, I remember resetting the cap penalties.
Oh, that too. I forgot about
the cap penalties. I forgot about that.
You forgot about that right there, bro.
What the trade looking like, Juice?
It's at 11:42 in a second.
It's not a great chance, but I mean we could try it.
No. We can force it, bro. What do you mean?
Nah, we're not forcing it, bro.
Force it, bro. That's what the button's there for, bro.
That's what the button is there for, bro.
Force the trade.
Oh, my God. All right.
Click it. They will approve.
I just want to offer it. I want to see what happens.
Bro, you scared to force it, bro?
They got accepted. Relax.
There you go.
All right, bro.
Force it.
You know what I'm saying? All capitals, bro. Need some exclamation points on that bid. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Jaden Daniels to the Vikings, huh? So we looking at?
Got to get in front of Atlanta. Who's that? Brock Bowers, Roma Dunze. I like that pairing. I don't know who's throwing them boys a football, but all right. Go ahead and get that Michael Penix. We know PFF is gonna like that.
We like it, bro.
I imagine Giants fans would be very split on this. They'd be like, "What the hell are you doing? You passed up Jaden Daniels." The others are gonna appreciate it.
I think more are gonna dislike it. I think it's gonna be a lot of people disliking it.
Oh yeah,
but
it's one of those things where we don't have a big disparity between those two players, and for most of the draft cycle, right, we've maintained that Penix is higher on our board than Jaden Daniels, not by much, but
he's one spot ahead of him.
One spot ahead.
Yeah. A lot of people like the flash and dash that Daniels offers, but you got Penix who's been doing
not to mention he's healthy.
Longer.
Not to mention he has a cleaner bill of health.
And just so everybody understands, bro, that dude Daniels don't protect himself, bro. When I say he be taking hits like all up in the chest, bro, he don't even be lowering his head, nothing, bro. Just eat it all up in the chest, bro. This is exposing his. This is crazy. Like, bro,
they're in the headlights, bro.
You're not even Cam Newton where you can kind of absorb those things, bro.
Right, Mr. C. Prasky. We were supposed to go down to 16, huh? We were supposed to go down to 16.
Oh, that's nah.
It's been a run on the tackles for sure. But Tyler Guyton's there. We know we need to protect Penix, right? We absolutely have to protect him. So
no choice.
We have 39, 42, and 47 to work with.
I think Tyler Guyton, that's the highest guy on the board, right, Drew? I know he has his issues. I did like what I saw at the Senior Bowl. Big, physical, move to the second level. Kingsley over Tyler. I'm a Kingsley guy over Tyler also.
So am I. So am I. But I might actually draft Barton here.
So I don't know what the inside look like. Yeah, he's inside. That's inside.
No, they definitely need guards. They need guards.
They need two guards. They need two guards. And
give me that part.
but you can if you get the tackle, Evan Neal can be one of your guards. So we got our next pick is at 42, right?
All right.
We get Barton, and if we come away with Guyton or Kingsley, I'm good.
Take your Barton, and then we'll take whoever's left, and we'll roll with it.
All right,
I'm good.
I'm gonna just and Mr. Suprasky was kind of reading my mind here. I just want to throw this wrench in the equation. Christian Haynes, where do you have him in that conversation?
That's a plug and play guard. To me, I like Haynes and I like Zach Frazier. I think Frazier's the center though, and we got JMS there.
Like Haynes more than Barton?
I think I like Barton a little bit better.
Yeah, I still would go.
Even though I'm a Haynes guy, I like Barton over Haynes.
Yeah. Okay, so at 39, we're gonna take Barton, and then we'll see what happens here at 42. Green Bay with the Guyton. All right, Kingsley is in play.
Yeah, let me see who the receivers real quick.
Sure.
I just want to see. I know there's a lot of receivers. I just want to see if anybody fell. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We get a guy there. Kingsley. And then who's the best defensive players on the board right now?
Chris Jenkins, Chop.
Newbin. Okay, yeah. I'm comfortable getting Kingsley right here. Shore up the offensive line for Michael Penix Jr.
Pull the trigger.
Drew said pull it, bro. We got to pull it.
All right, Kingsley it is.
So now the offensive line look like this. You got Andrew Thomas, Graham Barton, JMS. We can put Evan Neal at right guard, and then Kingsley at right tackle, which, he's comfortable playing right tackle, played there the year before. So they go your 5 right there, man. Protecting Penix.
There it is. The kid says Kingsley, then Isaac, then Polk.
Definitely need a wide receiver and a pass rusher. Corner's a big need for these guys as well.
Chop's still out there.
Yeah, Chop's a guy. He's a top 25 player for us.
He is.
Scare me. What did DK say? I heard Polk.
He want Isaac. He want Isaac.
Penn State. Did he say?
Yeah, he's bigger than Chop. Better in the run game than Chop, but what Chop do is a pass rusher. I guess that's what you got Thibodeau there for. Maybe you want some more physical guy opposite Thibodeau.
Gonna be a lot of people gonna have a lot of problems with us passing up going for Isaac over Chop, just because Chop is the no.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm going with Chop. Our consensus board has Chop higher. They're playing the same position. I like them both. Right. Don't get me wrong. I like both players quite a bit, but I would at 47 here. I would go with Chop. I'd prioritize him.
Also, Tyler Newbin would be a nice pick here for these boys as well.
Yeah, Xavier McKinney, I believe, is an unrestricted free agent.
They got to bring back McKinney. McKinney was one of the, I think, few players on that defense. Yeah, that was doing his thing over there.
If you want to prioritize the safety and then go get the edge, I guess you could do that.
Let me see the safeties.
You need wind up.
All of them. You got Newbin, Kitchens, so you got all of them.
Yep.
Take your pick. And then let me see the edges.
These two are gonna go soon.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Let me see the edges. If we miss out on Chop,
Isaac's next.
He's gonna be gone by 70.
Isaac, Booker, your boy Marshawn Nealon. That's who starts to come to mind.
I think Chop, man. I'm with Chop right now, based on what I see.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
All right.
Yeah, you got to get Brim McKinney.
DK, why you want Isaac over Chop?
Got to be the run game. Bigger, more physical in the run game.
What pick was that?
47.
47?
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad.
I was gonna suggest Sanders still here, but he goes one pick ahead. Unfortunately.
Oh man, hurt.
You want to go get that wide receiver right there?
I like Roman Wilson.
Yeah, that's the receiver I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Or the big body Brendan Rice, man. Play that X. We need an X, bro. We got higher than Wendell Robinson.
You got the sure thing in Roman Wilson though. Hands, ability to get open consistently. Brendan Rice, he's going to be physical. He is a true X, but is he going to catch the damn football? All right. It's kind of I'm taking Roman Wilson, bro.
Can't argue. I like Rome's game too. He didn't get much opportunities in Michigan, but he showed he was the best receiver at the Senior Bowl, and Brandon Rice was at the Senior Bowl. So
Roman Wilson, it is.
the first day don't start with Jerry. Give me Wilson a thrash. Man, I'll be hating on my boy Brandon Rice, man.
Oh, that's your boy now? That's your boy?
That's my boy. Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm the only one defending him, that's my boy now, bro.
Hey, man. I just need you to defend them drop passes, bro.
It's true. It's true.
All right, man. I think this is the perfect time to add a Kalen King, bro. I think it's the perfect time.
Let the sabotage begin, bro. The sabotage begin.
They do need a corner, though. They do need a corner.
Javon Baker, Estime. Again, the fourth round is a sweet spot. It is very much a sweet spot here in terms of talent that I think you're getting on day 3 that can contribute immediately.
All right.
So I guess the question is, what do we want to prioritize? Let's make our way through the draft board here.
I think corner is
like
a big
Javon
need.
Baker that you could add to that mix at receiver if you wanted to.
I think we're good at receiver. I think corner
back
or even a safety. Hopefully they bring back McKinney.
A left.
Yeah, I think corner is the biggest need. Adoria, free agent.
Bro, Kalen King's right there at the top, bro. Look, pick 108, rank 108, bro. Come on, D-Kid.
Hey, that ain't a sign. I don't know what is, bro. That's a sign right there.
I ain't in it, bro.
You ain't with it?
I ain't in it. If we were picking like
what's that? You on your own.
Like at least 150, I might take him there. I just don't trust him, man. Confidence.
You know who I like here? I like Cam Hart. That's who I like.
Physical. I like Cam Hart there too. That 108.
Yeah, they need that outside corner.
You know, you mentioned Andrew Phillips, and obviously he's a little more sticky as it relates to, you know, the fluidity. But Cam Hart, he beats guys up. He had Brandon Rice in jail, my G. He had him in jail, right? And he's a better tackler than Andrew Phillips as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like Cam Hart here. What round we in now? The 4th? Yeah, that's a sweet spot right there. Yeah, I'm with it. Size and physicality. Lock it up.
Before you click Kalen King, bro.
All right. Kalen King to the Falcons, Hadley. Let's get it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, put him out there, though.
We do work with corners, bro. We get them right.
Yeah, you did? How about Isaiah Oliver? What happened?
That's old school. We talking about the new guys there. we do work. AJ Terrell, man. What's that other corner?
Terrell Suggs?
Name right now. Nah.
Terrell what?
I mean Terrell
Suggs.
My bad.
I'm talking about Clark Phillips. No, I was talking about
no.
D. Alfred. We did some work with D. Alfred.
The boys was hating on AJ Terrell coming out, bro.
Oh yeah,
my goodness, bro.
It's true.
Eviscerated
it was the Jamar Chase game. It was the Jamar Chase game,
the
right?
national championship game.
Yeah. But you know,
like, bro, it's one game, bro. Yeah. Come on.
Hey,
he was like, nah. Can't be getting done like that. Can't be getting done.
And it was only a couple of catches. It wasn't like it was
the whole game that he was getting done.
Yeah, it wasn't the whole game. It was just a couple of catches.
On that type of stage, you give up multiple TDs. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Right. But that's why you got to go back to the tape. You got to go back to the tape and really dissect it. Yeah. And I think that game is part of the reason why he came at a bit of a value at the end of the first round.
Right.
You know
true. He should have gone higher.
Yeah, otherwise he would have gone higher for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Here we are in the 5th round. How many picks do we have remaining? We have just two. Yeah. Got to make them count.
2 more picks.
Let me look at the scrolling marquee. Let me look at the scrolling marquee and see what we got. We got Michael Penix Jr. after the trade down. Of course, Giants fans are screaming at us right now. Graham Barton, Kingsley, offensive line looking phenomenal. Chop Robinson, Roman Wilson. See, we don't.
Cam
Our
Hart.
offensive line ain't even bubbling like that without. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it could be, but I
You
suppose
supposed
it
to need a
could
running
be.
back.
They do need a running back.
Saquon ain't coming back, right?
You got the edge in the
We're
corner.
not doing that right here.
Yeah, the running back has to come in the 4th round, bro.
Yeah, damn. The boys made a run on them boys. Did we end up? We didn't get a safety, right?
We say we bringing back
Cole Bishop.
McKinney.
like
So we bring back McKinney, we'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, we got Pinnock, and McKinney.
Okay.
Yeah. So McKinney, to your point, there's a likelihood perhaps that McKinney is back. Pinnock is in his last year of his rookie deal as well. Just keep that in mind.
We got Cam Hart in the corner.
Made.
The boys got float out there, bro. Or flat? Is it float or flat?
Flat.
Flat.
Hold down.
That's the
got Bull Braid, Cole Bishop.
What running backs you said was out there? They do need a running back. With Shipley. Got Vidal out there. Schrader. Lob. Pass catches right there.
It's tough, man.
Sheen Ali. Let's come back to him.
And Thrash is gone, right?
Yeah, Ali's turning into the Keaton Mitchell of this class, bro.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have him in every
draft.
Yeah, he said
the kid said he likes Shipley.
Like Shipley? You would take him here? You'd wait.
You probably have to take him here to get him, but I kind of like Cole Bishop. Even the linebacker, bro, like Bertrand, Cedric Gray,
Eichenberg.
What's the linebackers they got there are
Okarukri,
and McFadden. Oh, they got Isaiah Simmons, free agent though.
Yeah, free agent. Yeah. Gerard Davis. All right, so let's get us a linebacker, bro. Let's get us James Williams, bro.
No.
How about somebody up front next to Dexter Lawrence?
I was thinking about that. Maybe we can come back to that with our last pick. I was thinking about that. Right. Maybe Keith Randolph a little bit later.
Yeah, I like Randolph.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so what you saying now? You want a safety?
My vote is for Cedric Gray right here. That's
linebacker?
If we go linebacker, Cedric Gray. If we go safety, Cole Bishop.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm good with Cedric Gray.
All right.
What pick was that? Couldn't see it. 140. All right.
140. All right. One last selection here for the New York Giants in the 7th round, 2024 NFL mock draft. We're at 185. Let's see who's available. We got Jalen Simpson out here for you. Joe Milton. Yeah.
Oh, didn't you say you was gonna draft your boy? What you doing?
Who that?
Keith Randolph.
Yeah. I said that. I'm just looking.
Okay.
Is it all right?
You ain't just forget, no?
No, I ain't forget. He's still there.
There you go.
Got him in the back pocket.
The back motherfucking pocket.
Or do you draft Rasheen Ali?
Man, give my guy Keith Randolph some love, bro. I'm tired of just seeing this on the board, bro.
Give that man some love.
Man, he done gave you some insight on what the hell was going on.
Trade down, grab a few sevens.
Yeah,
I like what Mr. C saying. Mr. C. Kraske saying. You trade down and get them both.
That's what I'm trying to do here. So the one team that's interested doesn't have multiple sevens to offer. We could trade back into the 7th round, leveraging a pick from 2025. Let's do that.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too, DK. UDFA running back. Or we trying to work it out so we can get the running back and keep Randolph.
Thing is, you would make it it'd be a spot people would want to come because they understand that you have a chance to start in terms of that UDFA running back position.
All right, we're gonna add Keith Randolph right here.
What pick was that?
And C, I was 185.
Okay.
See if Ali finds his way on our roster here. We're going to find out. All right. Add Rasheen Ali to the mix. And we got one final pick here.
Since the Giants draft lag, I'm selling my tickets. No love for Lad, man.
Dang.
No love for Lad.
Hard life. We did bring in Cedric Gray. I was looking at Trevin Wallace here, but we did bring in Cedric Gray.
We got the interior defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Got the corner. Got another corner or another receiver, or even a tight
receiver,
end,
bro.
Bryson Nesbitt.
Tight end. Drew say a receiver.
Bryson Nesbitt is the only one that I'm familiar with.
Nesbitt. Oh, he's like a tight end, no?
Yeah, he's a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Yeah, I guess they see him as a receiver. I can see why he has a body type. I get it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Evan Ingram.
Got Roger Rosengarten out here, D-Kit.
Let's get him, bro.
Kingsley, Layden Robinson, Tanner Bortolini.
Them boys hate Kingsley, huh?
Gabe Hall. I know it's not ideal for an odd man front, but add him to the rotation. Obvious passing down situations. He could help out.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
I said, nah.
Nah.
All right. Miles Cole, Jay Weaver.
What's the best offensive lineman left on the board?
I keep on trying to tell people this, Joey. And watching him live at the Senior Bowl, I thought he did well.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of hate because of the national championship game, but
oh yeah, it was real bad.
He's athletic, man.
Yeah.
Was that worse than AJ Terrell giving up them touchdowns?
It's close.
So let's get Rosengarten because we see what AJ Terrell turned into, right? Can't just watch it. You can't just watch him off of one game, can you? I mean, you can. All right.
Yeah, she got traits, bro. Athletic, man. You at the 7th round, you kind of want guys that's like athletic. That's you can mold them up, develop them. He's not going to come in right away and start.
The kid said, "Is Kalen King still available? Don't draft Rosengarten."
Wow.
Yo,
Mr. Ciprasky is banging on the table for ZTF.
I'm always down. Let me not say it like that. No, I'm always down for ZTF. Pause.
ZTF, pause.
Yeah, pause. You got Miles Cole. You want to talk about being a freak? I think he had the longest arms. I think he had 2 categories where he dominated in terms of measurables at the Senior Bowl. I wasn't really a fan of him in the game though, or in practice, but he's got those measurables, got those traits that we talk about. 7th round pick, take a flyer on him, see what happens.
Yeah, DK approves, man. Let's go get Miles Cole, man. Texas Tech.
All right, Miles Cole it is. Obviously, the controversy, right, is going to be the fact that Jaden Daniels was in our lap. We didn't have to move up. We didn't have to trade. We didn't have to do anything. And we opted to go in a different direction. All right. We're going with our guy, Michael Penix Jr. So we trade down. We add a 2nd-round pick this year and a 2nd-round pick in next year's draft. Of course, we get the quarterback we covet with May and Caleb Williams off the board. Graham Barton slides a bit. So we're able to get him in the 2nd round, and we plan on playing him at guard. On all likelihood, it'll be left guard. And then, of course, my guy Kingsley, who I've started to really, I've turned the page with him. He's the type of player that I'm comfortable taking in that the 20 to 32 range. If I'm in need of a tackle, right, based on how the board is unfolding. So the question was, do we go get Tyler Guyton and Christian Haynes, Graham Barton, Kingsley? You know what I mean? With Barton being the guy we prioritize, Guyton actually went with the very next selection to Green Bay. So we end up with Kingsley, which I'm perfectly comfortable with. And then Chop Robinson, right? There was some conversation as to whether or not we go with Adisa Isaac, his teammate from Penn State here, but Chop Robinson is higher on our board. I think he can come in and give you some good speed off the edge. Roman Wilson, we add Roman Wilson to our receiver room here. He was clearly the best receiver in the Senior Bowl, lightly used at Michigan, but I think he definitely has the goods. You know how big of a fan I am of Cam Hart. We get him in the 4th round to help out that secondary. And of course, the second level of that defense. And again, this is a conversation I was having with D Kit about, having good players at the second level of your defense can really change the outlook of your defense. You understand what I'm saying? It can really help legitimize it in a pretty quick manner here. So Cedric Gray is the type of guy that we like. He's a top 100 player for us, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So getting him at 140 certainly is a value. Keith Randolph, Drew, you alluded to it, and I'll make mention of it here. I'm going to talk about it more as we get closer and closer to the draft. But I had an opportunity to interview him in Mobile during the Senior Bowl, and one of the things that we noticed on tape was the fact that he and Jazon Newton always seemed to be two-gapping, right? These are guys that we thought had a certain level of quickness and athleticism to get up the field and be disruptive and play on the opposite line of the line of scrimmage, but they just weren't given that opportunity, weren't given the latitude of it. And something that just kind of, I was taken aback by it. He said, as I was asking him about that, he said, we were taught our first step is always lateral. It's never upfield. It's always lateral, right? So you're never truly attacking under those circumstances, right? So you don't necessarily get a great feel for what those players are capable of. And despite that, they are still talented enough, in the case of Jazon Newton, to be a first-round guy. And Keith Randolph, I think, certainly is in the conversation of the 4th or 5th round. He's going a bit later in the PFF mock drafts, but certainly I think he's in that 4th, 5th round conversation. So very interesting nugget there. Rasheen Ali to a pretty bare backfield here. Again, he's going to be a bit of a favorite of ours on most of these mock drafts. If we need to run it back late, he's really the option. We traded a 6th round pick in 2025 to get a pair of 7th round selections, again, in order to select Ali. And then we bring in Miles Cole, who has a lot of traits to work with here. And that's kind of what you're looking for late in the draft. All right. So that's it. That's the New York Giants 7th round mock draft. Headley, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Mr. C. Prasky said here about we should have weighed Jalen McMillan more. We should have thought about him more to go along with Michael Penix Jr., college teammates, 2 years experience there. Yeah, I understand that, but I love the Roman Wilson pick. He's a guy that could play inside, outside. And he gets open quickly. I'm not saying McMillan doesn't either, but I think Roman Wilson has another gear to his game. I think he's going to run really fast at the combine. Penix a guy that could get open quickly because Hyatt, what he's going to do deep down the field. You know what Wan'Dale Robinson's going to do. He's a slot. You kind of want to scheme some things open to him, but a guy 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. We need a guy to get open, get that first down, move the chains. I think Roman Wilson was a great pickup right there in round 3.
To piggyback off of what you were saying in terms of McMillan, I think he's not a guy I would put on the outside. Roman Wilson is, so therefore Roman Wilson's going to be the higher rated player because they're similar in terms of their movements, in terms of how they get open. Boys can break people off at the top of the route and all that kind of stuff. But I think that Roman Wilson has the ability to play outside on that boundary. Yeah,
he's a Z. So whereas McMillan is almost exclusively a slot.
Correct. Yeah, so it kind of limits him. But
I get Mr. C. Prasky's point though that familiarity could breed a certain level of production, right? Especially out the gate. You understand what I'm saying? You want your young quarterback to have some success early, build that confidence, right? Confidence is a hell of a drug. So I understand that point, but I'm with you both. I think Roman Wilson is a superior player in terms of how you can deploy him across the formation. All right. What about the rest of this draft here, Drew?
Team now has a quarterback who's going to not turn the football over. That's one thing Michael Penix did not do. He's played a lot of football. And like we said earlier, we need to protect him. We did that with the 2, Barton in terms of going to kick in there, play some guard, and Kingsley going to play that tackle. I think it said we're going to kick. Are we kicking Evan Neal inside as well?
Yeah, he's going to play right guard.
Okay, yep. So we've kind of shored up the offensive line to keep Penix clean. And then we got him a receiver in Roman Wilson. Maybe they get a guy in free agency as well to add. Maybe they find their true X, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, on the outside. And then we got us Cam Hart because I think it's Adoree Jackson. The contract is up, so you need a guy out there to play some corner, physical, run down the field with you, physical all the way down the field, and even at the catch point Cedric Gray at the second level, love him there. And then Keith Randolph to pair with Dexter Lawrence. Give some pressure and let that man rush, man. Just let him penetrate. Let him get downhill, not worrying about going laterally and all this other kind of stuff. And then Rasheen Ali, obviously, these boys. This is assuming Saquon. Well, this is not necessarily assuming Saquon's not coming back, but I don't think Saquon's coming back. So you get that guy, and then Miles Cole was just a guy that we grabbed because of the traits, and we see if we can work that out. Not a guy you have to throw in there right away and save the team in terms of coming off the edge.
D-Kid seems to be pleased with what we've accomplished here. Again, I imagine we'll get a lot of pushback with respect to the decision at the quarterback position, but we're not moving off of our belief in Michael Penix Jr. I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater, despite the struggles during the national championship game. I think his arm plays very well in that cold weather, and in that division. You understand what I'm saying? Because of course you got games at Philly, you got games, in Washington. There's only one dome team in that division in Dallas. So that mental fortitude, and again, I don't necessarily want to take things away from Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels is really great. I think he's great. I think Penix and Daniels were the main considerations for the Heisman this year, right? Daniels obviously had a bit of a historic run here, which was fine, but I just the way Penix plays quarterback, and again, he's had some bad injury or bad luck with the injuries. I think just the way he plays quarterback plays for a longer time as well, right? We haven't seen Jaden Daniels in terms of not necessarily having that extra gear. There will come a time with Jaden Daniels when he's not as dynamic as he is now. You understand what I'm saying? So I think all things considered, and the way we filled out this roster, the way we were able to address the offensive line as well as add an immediate impact player in terms of the edge rush. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it trading down and selecting Penix as opposed to Daniels at 6.